What's up, what's up? I'm your host, Mel, and welcome to the One Brotherhood podcast. You're listening to the voice of a new generation of leaders. Young men stepping up, speaking out, and building something bigger than themselves. Strength, growth, brotherhood. This is where we rise together. This is the One Brotherhood podcast. Today you'll hear from a group of young leaders, Sharif, Wisdom, Frederick, and Robert, talking about preparing and transitioning into winter sports from fall sports and seeing how their mental state is feeling.
My name is Robert Lattimore. I go to Mount Vernon High School. I'm a leader of the One Brotherhood, Empowered. My winter sport is wrestling.
My name is Wisdom. I go to Mount Vernon High School, and I'm a leader of One Brotherhood, and my winter sport is basketball.
My name is Frederick. I go to Mount Vernon High School. I'm a member of the One Brotherhood, and I play basketball.
My name is Sharif. I go to Mount Vernon. I'm also a member in the One Brotherhood, and I play basketball.
I've been wrestling for about 3 years now. One of the things I love most about it is the competitiveness. It's a lot of one-on-one, so if I lose, if I win, it's mostly on me. And majority of my highlights and my team experience is like my first time I won districts and I got second place. Then I went to regions and I placed my sophomore year. That was a big goal for me. And this year I choose to win. I choose to go to states this year, so I'm excited for that.
I play basketball. I've been playing for about 7 years, and something I like most about it is the competitiveness and just playing in my environment, playing with my brothers, and my brothers just help me improve, and it just motivated me more to keep on playing and striving every day.
I've been playing basketball for about 5 to 7 years, and what I love about this sport the most is about scoring, helping my teammates, about chemistry, putting in the work that comes with it as well, and just the love of the game of basketball.
I play basketball. I've been playing for about 7 years now. And the thing I love most is probably just going into a competitive game, knowing that when I step on the court, it's 5 players against another 5 players, and we're just going at it, seeing who's the better team in the end.
One of my hardest training moments was, coming back from football, because I play football in the fall. Just like my stamina, my cardio, it's completely different from football workouts or warm-ups. Wrestling is nonstop cardio, so I'll be doing one move for about 10 minutes to 5 minutes to almost an hour, and then towards the end of practice that's really when I go all out, and that's when we go live. So everything we learn from that practice, we just basically do that on our opponent or our practice partner.
I'm going to say one hardest training moment for basketball is my freshman year. I had a coach named Coach Webb, and every day during practice, we used to do the 5-minute drill nonstop. And I would say that been the hardest moment because I was just coming off of football for my freshman year, and I would be gassed. My first practice, I was just gassed, and that's when made me start training more.
My best memory from my past season was coming off from my freshman year, going to my sophomore year, training summer with one of my coaches named Coach Skinner, and we had to jump around the bleachers, jump around for around 2 to 3 times, and then we had to run a mile right after. Then my best past season was me scoring 15 points against Falls Church. The team had good chemistry, and everybody was passing the ball, everybody was shooting well. We won that game as well, and a good match that meant something special was my freshman team beating Hayfield Hogs. We lost to them the first time by 20, but then the second time we beat them by 10, 12, and that's what really boosted our confidence.
My best memory from one of my past seasons it's probably gonna be scoring 20. That same game that my Brotherhood member here scored 15. Like he said, we were just playing good, moving the ball, getting up good shots. So that was definitely a good memory. My hardest training moment, probably my freshman year tryouts. We had to run a 20 and 20, which is like 20 down the back in 20 seconds. And like it was just my first time running at like a high school level conditioning. So like that was pretty hard for me. Definitely the first time doing it. And a game or a match that meant something to me was probably the Westbrook game because, it's like the battle of the highway. So, it's an important game to the school.
A match that meant something special to me is when I had won first place in my first tournament my junior year. My previous year, I didn't know if I was going to really do the best because of my record that season. But I went out there, stayed technical, was steady with my opponents, watched my opponents, react to how my opponents move. And I ended up getting first place like I wanted to. And I went to the second round, so basically the second day, and I won the tournament. So I won the bracket for the whole tournament that day. So that was really a moment for me.
Something that makes me motivate is my teammates and my brothers around me keep on pushing me every day to keep on getting better. So like I will stay home, just play the game. So let's talk about some challenges of a winter sports. Stay motivated. So that one, it keeps me keep on pushing myself, keep on working hard, and just to help me and my brothers like start like pushing each other.
For me, it will be balancing schoolwork and like team chemistry. Well, for me, like since I wrestle, it's really not that much of team chemistry. I just have to really trust my corner at times because during wrestling matches, you only get two coaches in your corner, and they're telling you like what moves to do, like what they see like that you can improve on and things like that. So for sure, but me for as a wrestler, I feel like balancing schoolwork and actually like finding time to do that since my schedule is always so packed. I'm practicing all 7 days out of the week, so I just have to maintain that. Um, but Sharif, how do you feel about which one? What motivates you to keep on pushing for basketball?
What motivates me probably knowing what I want for the outcome of the season, knowing that, I want to win districts this year. I feel like we have a good chance of winning districts. And I feel like we can make a real good playoff run, So just knowing that, like that our team has good potential to do something this year, that definitely keeps me motivated to putting in work, getting ready for the season to start.
What about you, Frederick?
Like Shuri said, winning district championship and not losing in the first round. And I feel like we're gonna be better than last year, definitely. So that's what's gonna keep me motivated.
You feel like team chemistry also?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely need that
Okay.
during
Do you
varsity.
think the team chemistry is what is gonna make the team better this year?
Yeah, definitely. And JV had a lot of team chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So, JV coming up with varsity is gonna bring a lot. So everybody gonna have good chemistry this year.
Wisdom, I know you play basketball too. How do you feel about that?
I felt good. I was playing football before, but since football ended, I was still like in the gym putting that work in, and I was with Frederick and Sharif. They're helping me put that work in. They're motivating me to keep on going harder every one step or pushing myself to go even more.
Let's get into our next segment for today. Any advice for the younger athletes out there?
I'm gonna say just keep on pushing. It's not gonna come your way, but if you keep on pushing yourself, it's gonna happen.
I would probably say get a good schedule because, like as a young athlete in high school, like it's a lot of stuff you got to balance. You got to balance school. You got to have time to spend with your family. You got to have time to do schoolwork and stuff. So that's definitely something I wish I knew a little bit earlier so that, it would have been easier for me, But now that I know that, I feel like that's something I focus on more, knowing that I'm doing certain things at certain times so that I'm able to have time to still put the work in the gym and still, do good in school and have time to do stuff for my community.
Advice for younger athletes, I would say, is stay consistent, being disciplined as well, and being on track.
One lesson I really learned during wrestling is that take your loss as a learning experience and don't take it as, oh, I'm a failure. Um, every loss should be a learning experience, and it took me until now, my senior year, now this being my last year wrestling, to finally realize that, because I would get upset that I lost to this opponent knowing that I could beat them, and I would second guess myself and second guess moves, and I allowed that to shorten my success. So that's most definitely one thing I wish that I've known earlier in my wrestling season. Um, I joined sort of kind of late, so I joined my sophomore year, so I've been doing it for 3 years now. But I just really wish that I had someone in my corner to just advise me and things like that.
What are we looking for this year, upcoming basketball season, Frederick?
A couple players like Sharif, O'Neal, you was and yeah, it's a couple good players out, and we got a couple tough opponents, Westport, Hayfield. And hey, should we talk about like the Westport's the opponents? this year?
So yeah, we got a couple good opponents on our schedule. There's some players we gotta watch for on the other teams, like Vontae for Westpo. Hayfield has a lot of good talent, a lot of good players on their team. I know about one young freshman, I think, that's on varsity. There's a couple players that we gotta watch for also, like other than Vontae on Westpo. And but like I still feel at the end that we should win these games. So like for our team, I feel like we should definitely win against Hayfield and Westpo. That's 2 goals I have, because those are, I feel like, 2 of the teams that are like the most competition for us year after year. So a goal for my team, I feel like, for us as a whole, should be definitely beating specifically Westpo and Hayfield and winning districts is the main goal for us. At least winning districts and making a good playoff run.
My season outlook for my wrestling season, I'm expecting to go first all district, and I'm trying to go on the state run this year since it's my last year, because I want to get the opportunity to wrestle in college. To me, I feel like there isn't really any key players to watch because I know my abilities and my skill. The only person realistically speaking, if I go 215, I would have to worry about is the last year state wrestler for 215. He goes to Fairfax. He'll really only be my tough opponent. I feel like if I go first district, if I go first team all district, and I go to regions, I'll have first round bye. So I'll just meet him in Virginia Beach. That's what states is held. The goals for my team, I hope we win as a team. In the past few years since I've been wrestling, we really haven't won anything as a team. It's really been individual. So I feel like if we hold each other accountable, and I feel like we have more team spirit, then we can beat the schools that we have on our roster. Because a lot of these schools don't have a lot of good guys.
So, what are some goals for this team or some players that we can do? So, Frederick and Shree, what are some goals we can set for the team?
Yeah, like I said, we definitely want to win districts, have a good playoff run, run for states and stuff. And Frederick, maybe you could say like the specific teams we want to make sure we beat also.
Oh yeah, definitely. I feel like we should beat Justice, Annandale, Falls Church, Hayfield, Westpo. Yeah. That's it.
All right. I want to thank Sharif, Robert, and Fred for coming out. And I just want you guys to come and support the Mount Vernon Majors for December 12th, Friday, Battle of the Highway. And why does winter sport matter? Because it matters to the Brotherhood because every brother comes to support you no matter what, win or loss. So I just want y'all to thank you for coming out and hearing us wisdom out.
All right, guys, thank you for listening to the One Brotherhood podcast. And remember, stay strong, stay focused, and stay connected. Together, we are One Brotherhood.
What's up, y'all? Hope y'all had a good conversation. So me and Mel just going to interview y'all, see how everything went. So, anybody have any feedback on how the podcast went today?
I feel like it went, all right. We had a good talk about, what we got going for the season for basketball. My brother here talked a good amount about wrestling and stuff, and yeah, I feel like we had a good conversation.
What's your goals for the season this year? I know y'all boys always want to go win it all, but what's your personal goals?
Definitely we want to win districts this year for sure. We got a couple individual game goals. We definitely want to beat West Polk December 12th. That's a big game for us. Hayfield was a big game. Also for Annandale's a big game for us. JV we actually lost during the season to them. Varsity lost to them too. So I feel like that's another big game where that's some competition for us.
Perfect.
So my question is, as a former basketball player and the assistant coach that y'all have, and then also for Robert, just overall, how do you handle your emotions going throughout the winter sports season? That's a real big part of basketball and wrestling, just your performance. How do you guys handle y'all emotions to not get too out of y'all funk in y'all sports?
Discipline and my growth. Last year, unfortunately, I didn't have discipline. So I let my grades fall under the rug, and I was just focused on sport, and I didn't really look at the student athlete part of it, and it was just athlete and student, and that don't make no sense. So this year I'm really focused on my grades, and then the athlete comes after that. But I've been putting work in both of them. So to maintain my emotions, I really just look at all right, when you're when you're very emotional, you really don't perform the best. So I had to take a moment, rebuild myself, and then go out there and perform.
I want to tap in on that because I hear you talk about discipline. Discipline is one of our key values we always talk about in the Brotherhood. How do you guys, the basketball players, how are y'all going to use that discipline that we instill in y'all every day with every lesson, every talk we have? How y'all going to use that to better what y'all have going on with y'all personal goals?
By staying consistent, every day, doing the same thing repeatedly, but make sure it's good though. It's just not bad habits and stuff like that.
Yeah, same thing for make sure I'm keeping good habits. Just making sure, I'm staying focused on what I want, staying focused on working on what I want to get to. So,
Staying consistent and just cheering on your brothers and just help them and go a step further.
Yeah. I like that.
I guess so. My last quick question would be, for Wisdom and Robert, transitioning from football to the winter sports season, how do y'all keep yourselves healthy and also stay focused on school?
I'm gonna say always, my coach Taylor always told me school comes first. No matter if you play basketball, football, wrestling, just school comes first, and then the sports comes after.
I like that.
For me, I've been going by this my whole life. Growing up, my dad used to say, working hard, boss ain't mean get paid on Saturday. So, I just go out there and do what I need to do, from the shift, from football to wrestling. It's a job, you know what I'm saying? School is a job, being a student athlete is a job. Yeah. And, the shift from sport to sport, you just gonna have to go through time like this in the life, especially going as an adult. Me knowing I'm a senior now, I'm going to my next stage of life, sports is probably not gonna be there for me. So this is really shit to me to become a man, to become a leader in my own life.
I like that. Using the lessons you learned in sports and taking it to your manhood. That's number one. I like that.
Cool. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, one more question. Come on back. I'm just asking the same question each time. For you guys, this is your second go around recording. How was it? How was the experience the second time?
Way much better.
Yeah, definitely better.
Fine.
Oh no, I feel like we didn't hesitate in our talking. Like, we got straight to it. We had a good conversation. I feel like, the first time, like at first, we were a little bit more held back. We did get better during the podcast, but at first, everybody got get through a little nervousness out at first. We were definitely a little hesitant to talk, but I feel like it got better.
All right. You want to dap everybody up?
All right. Appreciate y'all letting us interview.
Appreciate it, man. That's gonna be awkward. You have to clip that.
Yeah, what's that so like?
Thank you. And now this is just Mel and Rob.
Hey, Robbie,
Thank you.
Rob. Oh, that is
Got it.
blooper. Oh, blooper. Bloopers. That's going on the video. We're gonna get clipped. This is a day in the life with the One Brotherhood. Let me take you through the crib.
Don't make me laugh. That's hilarious.
Is this still recording? This the Wish Center. This is where me and my brothers, we plan everything, we do everything. This is where the magic happens. This is the magic house right here. Come on, come through. These my brothers right here. We got Quaku.
Yes,
my boy. Dixon, my brother. Richard, how you doing, bro? You wanna go? This right here, we're camaraderie. We're a oh, my boy Kyrie. Sorry. This right here, we're family. This is camaraderie everywhere we go. We just making sure that we stay strong, we stay together. You can come through, bro. Go good? Yeah. Yes, sir. Say what's up to the vlog. What's up, vlog?
What's up, vlog?
Got my other brother. You did it right here, We're just a family. Everybody come through, everybody get greeted the same way. Mr. President.
Hi.
How you doing? Doing good?
Good.
Actually, I got a question for you. How do you feel today's win? Just in general.
Today's podcast?
Yep.
I think today's podcast went really good. We had got a good amount of segments today. We got some new faces in there today too. So I feel like we just gotta build them up, and then they're gonna be right with us.
How you feel to talk, your personal talk? I don't know what y'all exactly talking about, but how you feel like your talk helped you grow today? Because I know you grow every day. How did your talk help you grow?
But the way my talk grew today was just to understand and football from other people's point of view, and not just my point of view, and understand that it's not just one point of view, it's everybody's point of view in this. So yeah.
I love that, bro. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No matter what we do, how we do it, the brotherhood is always going to grow and find opportunities to come together and grow our community, and just by growing our mental health. So stay with us. Stay One Brotherhood, One Love.
All right.
One love, one brotherhood.
Oh, the guy in the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, why?
In the bus.
This is the brotherhood. This is the brotherhood. This is who we are. A brother, we are all one, and one we are all. We are the brotherhood.
Yeah.